Hi, everybody, it's Diesel2, and welcome to another day of our 25 days of Christmas discussions. Today we're going to talk about Spookley and the Christmas kittens. So, you're probably wondering, why would I talk about a movie about a pumpkin? Well, it's just a pumpkin. You probably remember a couple of years ago, we're talking about the movie itself, the first movie anyway, when it first came out. So the reason why it's so no, this is a really good movie. I mean, I really was skeptical at first about this movie. I was like, "Oh gosh, are they really trying this whole Halloween thing?" But they don't mix Halloween with Christmas in this movie. They actually take it and turn it into a Christmas movie. So the movie is about a cat who is found by Santa and is promised he's going to find him a home. And, he takes him in, gives him a name, and his name is Mistletoe. I know, it's weird, but it's a really good movie. Um, so the next scene we see Spookley and all his friends. Well, actually, you see him with Santa Claus. But then, um, eventually, the movie continues, and we see Spookley and his friends get ready for Christmas, and they want to put on like kind of a pageant. So, it, since the last movie, they're a lot nicer to Spookley, obviously. This is, I think it's like a sequel to it. So the movie, so and he decided they were going to make put on this special Christmas pageant, and they in the bigger pumpkin and little guy that's attached to him decides that they're going to be the directors of this. Anyway, when they go outside to get ready, they see this big snowball coming down, and inside is mistletoe. So he's lost his memory, completely lost it. He doesn't know who he is, doesn't know where he's from, and so he decides, being the nice person he is, uh, to give him to help him find his way back, wherever that is. He says, and so he tells him, and so everybody tells him, "Well, we gotta put this thing on," and so he gives him. So Spooky decides that he's gonna go out and help, but Mistletoe eventually leaves, and he wishes upon a star. Yeah, I know it's kind of silly, but then this raccoon comes by and he says, "I'll give you help if you give me your collar." And by the way, the reason why Mistletoe leaves is because he loses his collar to a an owl, and he's going about love this a little bit. So, and it loses the little tag on there. So he decides to go on this little hunt. Of course, when he with it, and there's a bunch of great music to this song. Really, really like it. Anyway, Spookley goes out, find him, and he starts losing his tracks. So eventually, uh, he makes a so he makes a little mix with this on the star. This raccoon dressed in a Santa Claus outfit. Um, I'm not going to tell you who this is, but he tells him that the way he's going to find his way home, getting help, is if he gives his collar to him. So he, relinquishes it after a while, and he's left with a bag with three cats, little kittens, Skit, Scat, and Stew. Yeah, and they start singing this silly song. Eventually, Spookley comes back, quickly finds them, and they decide that he's going to help them out. Now, by the way, the third one can't talk, or so you think. So they get covered in snow after kittens play on his hut, and then um, meanwhile back at um the farm, everybody's putting on acts, and eventually the guy that helps him out asks him what Spookley is. So you go and have to figure out that he went off to find mistletoe. They decide that they're going to go ahead and go find him. Eventually, you know, mistletoe and the three kittens pull Spookley out, and he's completely cold. Eventually, in the morning, they decide to go. This is when they decide to go and find Spookley. But their barn that they're in is the front of the barn is covered in snow, and he when they get back, and Spookley and the kids get back, they decide to go in, and eventually Mistletoe falls off the roof because I think he's going after the kittens, and he Sue decides that he's going to talk. Anyway, they all clear the snow up for. And actually, this is in at the house, and of course they um, also decide to clear the snow from in front of the barn, and oh, and they're also given a present, and it's only for mistletoe. He can only open it up on Christmas morning. So he goes in and he wakes up the kids by accident. Mistletoe, I mean. And and he remembers who he is because he opens the present, and Santa Claus wanted him to fall sleigh because that's what happened. He's fell sleigh, and mistletoe. It was all a big, elaborate plan of Santa Claus. He's adopted, and I'm telling you, it's a really good movie. If you guys have Tubi, it's free. I really think you should watch it. It is so good. I'll see you guys in the next video where I'll talk about another TV. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys in the next video.